Hello everyone, welcome to Graphic Designers Workshop. Let us see how to create an interactive ebook in InDesign. So let us start. Let us start with an A4 size portrait document. So simply select the A4 size. So we only have a single page over here, right? So the first thing we'll do is we will start with the front page or the cover page. So we will just select a rectangle tool and we will cover this entire document and simply hit Ctrl D to import an image. So all the files related to our project are inside this folder. So I have saved the content as well as the images related to our project inside a folder. So we'll first select the first image and then simply click open. Then we'll right click on the image and we'll select fitting and we'll select fill frame proportionally. Right. Then we will just right click and select display performance and select high quality display. So the image is going to be appearing in high quality. Right. So this is the first page and we will just put a title here. So what we'll do is we will first open the layers and we will lock the layers and we will just select a new layer. So in the new layer we will be selecting the type tool and then we will just type the title. So the title is South India Tour Guide. So we'll just highlight the text and we will give it a pure yellow color and we will select the font Great Vibes. So this is a very good font actually. So it is available in 1001fonts.com website, right? And we'll just write in the next line tour guide, right? And we'll slightly reduce the size of the tour guide text, right? And we can also increase the South India word a little bit, right? So now we are done with the front page or the first page. We'll now move on to the next page. So this is where the interesting stuff appears. So with the second page active, we'll be placing 4 images. So select the rectangular frame tool. We'll first import the first image. So simply hit Ctrl D and this is the first image. And we will simply right click and select fitting fill frame proportionally, right? So we will select the next image, just hit Ctrl D and we'll select the next image. This is the second image and simply right click, select fitting and select fill frame proportionally, right? And the third image. So the third image is this one, right? So we can just move the images. We want a space for all the 4 images. So what we'll do is we can actually just move the second image here and also we'll move the third image a little bit up and make sure the alignments are also proper. Right. So now we will just get the final image. So the final image is this one. Right. So now we got all the images, and the next thing we'll do is we will also just put the content relevant to these images on the other side of this image. Right. So I have saved all the content for this project inside a folder. So first we will get that folder. Right. So what we'll do is, so first we will just select the content for the first image. So here it is, simply copy, and we will just create a text block, and then we will paste the matter. Right. We'll select Times New Roman bold as the font, and we'll also use this justify, and we can also slightly increase the size of the text. Right now the text size is not so big, so we can simply use the up arrow and increase it. Okay, 16 pixels or 16 points is okay. Right. So we'll do the same thing for the remaining images. So we'll just create a text block, and then we'll just get the next content, just copy it and paste it. Oh sorry, I have got the wrong content. This one, this is Mysore Palace. Right. Just paste it, and we'll do the same thing. We will use Times New Roman bold font, and we will put 16 points. Right. And also we will full justify the text. Right. So again we'll select the text for the third image. The third image is this one. It's not so big, just copy it and then paste it, and we'll do the same thing, Times New Roman bold, and the size is 16 points. Right. So now the final content. So the South Indian temples, just copy it, just create a text block to the left side of this image, the final image, paste it, select Times New Roman bold, and just put 16 points, and also we will justify this text. Right. So we can slightly adjust it properly. Right. So now we have placed the content as well as the images in this second page. Right. And we can also finish off this second page by putting some title. So the title is Places to Visit. Right. And we'll select the text, or highlight the text, and we'll select the same font, Great Vibes. Right. We can resize it, and we can center align the text. That's it. So now we are done with the second page. Right. So what we'll be doing now is we will be finishing off all the pages, and then we will then apply interactivity. Means when you click on a particular image, you will be redirected to a specific page. So that we'll be doing in the end. So first we will finish off with the remaining content. So I will be now creating the next page, and I will be placing the content in this page. So we will be placing the title for this page. So just create a text block, and then we'll say explore the paradise of South India. So simply resize it, and for this also we will use rate wipes, right, and we'll center align. So we can slightly increase the size, right, and we will also put an image. Simply create a rectangular frame tool, and then we'll just select this image and place it, right, and also we can right click on it, select fitting and fill frame proportionally, right, and we will also place a small content below this image. So simply create a text block, and I will be getting the content. We'll just select this content, and then we will paste it. So we can make it big, and we'll also select some more content. So we will just copy this, and we can paste it, right, and then we will use the Times New Roman bold font, and we will increase the size of the text, right, and we will use this full justify, right. So this is the text for the first page, or actually the second page. So we will then highlight the letter S here. So the first letter of this paragraph. So what we'll do is we will make this letter span 2 lines of text. Okay, means it's going to be a little bit big. So for that, what we'll do is we will simply open the paragraph, and then in the paragraph we will highlight this letter S, and here we have an option. So just we will try to increase it. So now you can see we can also make it cover 3 lines, 3 lines of text. Okay, so something like this, right. So this is actually called drop cap. So drop cap means it will actually cover 3 lines, right. So now we will create one more page. So in this page we will be putting an image as well as the relevant text content. So this is the 4th page actually. So what we'll do is we'll again create a a rectangular frame tool, and we will get the image. So we'll select this one and then open it. Right, we'll right click on the image, fitting fill frame proportionally, and in case you want to increase the quality of the image, right click, display performance, high quality display. Right, so then we will put the title here. So the title is Kerala. So simply scale it, and we will select a font, impact. So here we have selected impact as the font, and we can change the color to pure red. Right, right. So now we'll place the text over here. So we'll go to our folder and we'll get that particular text. So we'll just copy the text till here, and then we will just paste it. Just paste, and we can increase the size of the text. Right, and we will use Times New Roman bold. Right, just move it like this. Right, and also we have some more text that will be pasting on the next page. So we'll just create one more page to the right side of this image, and this time what we'll do is we will create 3 columns, and we will paste the text in all those 3 columns. So how to create 3 columns? To create 3 columns, we'll go to layout, and in layout we have this margins and columns. So we'll be creating 3 columns here. So in case you are not able to see the columns, just hit W. So it will be in normal mode. So right now we were in preview mode. So just hit W, and again we'll open the margins and columns. So now we can see the margins actually. Sorry, the columns actually. Right. So now what we'll do is we will also reduce the gutter. Gutter is the gap in between the columns. So we'll slightly reduce the size of the gutter. Right. So now we will get the content. So the content is here. So we can simply get the content, all the content. Just copy all the text. Right, just copy, and we'll start with the first column. Just drag a text block inside this column, and then we'll simply right click and paste. So still there is a lot of content here, so we'll distribute the content. So in case you are not able to distribute the entire content over these columns or inside these columns, you have to create one more page, and you have to paste the content in that particular page. Right, we will select Times New Roman bold, and we can then again increase the size, but there is one better way to do. Okay, instead of just creating the selecting the font and then resizing the text again and again, a cumbersome thing. So the best thing we can do is we will create a style. So how to create a style? Simply go to Windows, and here we have style, and we will select paragraph styles. So we will just create one new style here. Okay, so the new style is created, and we will just double click on it so that a new window appears, and here we can say para style. So once you have created the styles and saved them, you don't have to create the you don't have to select the fonts and the text size again and again. All you have to do is select that particular style, and that's it. Those styles will be applied to the paragraphs or the titles. So what we'll do is we can change all the text related settings in this window itself. So what we'll do is simply we will select this basic character formats. We will increase the size, right. We'll keep it 15 is okay, and also we will select the indents and spacing, and here we will select full justify, right. So now we have just set the size and also the other settings of the text, right, and simply click OK. So then what we'll do is we will just click here. There is a one plus here. It indicates that there is extra text. So we'll just click here, and then we will fill this middle column with this text, and again we will click on this plus symbol at the bottom of this paragraph, and again we will fill the third column with this text, right, and make sure that this para style is active. And still there is a content, but it's okay. So we only want this much, right. So we have created this page. So we have completed the first information related to the first image. So in the same way we will be now completing the information related to the next 3 images. So we'll create one more page, and we'll do the same thing. So what we'll do, again we will create a rectangular frame, and then we will select the next image. So the next image is this one, right. So we will right click on the image. This is Mysore Maharaja image, Maharaja Palace. So right click on the image, fitting, and fill frame proportionally, right. Then we will put the title here. So we can say Mysore Palace. We'll increase the text, right. Right. And what we'll do is, see, we will simply just hold Alt and drag the content from this Kerala image and place it over here, and we can replace this paragraph with the paragraph related to this particular image. So what we can do is, we'll again go to our folder, and we will select this Mysore Palace image content, and then we'll copy this, and then we'll select the text, highlight this text, and then we'll paste it, right. That's it. Now we'll create one more page to the right side of this Mysore Palace page. So here again we will create 3 columns. So simply go to layout and select margins and columns. So we'll be creating 3 columns, and we can just reduce the gutter size. Gutter is the gap between 2 columns, right. And then we will just get the content. So we'll just copy the entire content, just copy it, and just select this paragraph styles panel, and in the paragraph styles panel just select the para style. Make sure that the para style is active, and now we will select the text, just create a text block on this left column and just simply paste, right? And still there is some text. We will again just create a text block in the middle column and we will leave it, and there is some more text, right? So we have again completed the second image, right? Now we will move on to the third image. So simply create the next page and we'll repeat the same steps. So we'll create a text, a rectangular frame tool, and we will just get the third image. So we will fit it properly, right? And we'll again just put the title for this. So here we will just create a text block and put the title, just resize it. So one thing we can do is for the titles also we can create a style. So what we can do is here we have created this Kerala. For this we have a specific style, so we can actually save a style and then the save a style which represents this particular text. This particular text has a specific size as well as a specific font and a color. So we will be saving that particular style now. So just create a new style and then we'll give it a name, subtitle text. Okay, and then we'll just click OK. So now we will try to select the second title and then we will just select this one. So automatically the same style is applied to this subtitle. So again we'll select this and then we'll select this subtitle text. So it will save a lot of our time. Instead of typing and instead of setting the fonts, applying color, changing the size, you can simply create a style, save it in the paragraph styles and just select that particular style, and that style will be applied to all the text that you have selected, right? We'll finish off the remaining content. So we'll just create a text block here and then we will get the relevant content. So we'll just copy some portion of the content here, right? We'll copy it and then we'll select the para style here and then we'll paste it. We will slightly increase it, right? So we can just move it a little bit right there, like this, right? So then we will just create a page to the right and we'll do the same thing. We'll create 3 columns, go to layout, just select margins and columns, just create 3 columns and just reduce the gutter size, and then we will just get the content. So we'll just copy the entire text. So it's a very big content here. Right. So we can copy till here and then just we will keep the para style active, and then we will create a text block and we will paste it. We'll again select the additional text and we will paste it in the next column, and we will do the same for the final column. Right. So just we are left with one final page. So what we'll do is simply we'll finish off the final page. So we'll create a rectangular frame, and then we'll get the final image, which is this one, and we will right click and we'll select fitting fill frame proportionally, and then we'll just put the title here and make sure that the subtitle text is active, subtitle text style, and then we will just type temples. Right, that's it, and we will put the relevant content. So we'll just put the relevant content here. We'll get that relevant content. We'll just copy it and paste it, and we'll slightly increase the size. Right, and then we'll create the final page, and we will create the 3 final columns. So again, go to layout, margins and columns, simply create 3 columns and reduce the gutter size, and now we will just get the content. So we'll just copy all the content here. So there is another way. Actually, we can actually get this entire notepad file also, but that's not a convenient way. Actually, we also have to do some more changes actually, so I prefer this method for this project. So we'll copy this and simply just paste it. Right, and again we'll distribute the content in these 3 columns. That's it, and make sure that the para style is active for all these paragraphs. Right, so now we have the content, images and everything in all the pages. So now we are ready to start with the interactivity. We need to first create these 4 images into 4 buttons. So to create these 4 images into 4 buttons, we have to open the buttons panel. So the buttons panel is over here, interactive and buttons and forms. So here we can find this buttons and forms panel. So now what we'll do is, I have already selected this image. So now we will just select this option button, and we will give it a name. So the first one is Kerala BTN. Right, so now we have converted it into a button. So the next one is, again we will open the buttons panel. So here we will select the button and we will give it a name, Mysore BTN, right, and we'll select the third image. We'll select the button and we'll give it a name, Hampi BTN, and we'll select the final image and we'll select the button option from this drop down list, and then we'll give the name Temple BTN, right. So now we have converted all the 4 images into buttons. So the next important thing we are supposed to do is we have to create bookmarks. So we have to create a bookmark for each page, right. So we'll start with this first, this Kerala one. So where we can find these bookmarks? So we'll go to Windows, Interactive, and here we have this bookmarks. We'll open this bookmarks panel. So in the bookmarks panel, we will first select that particular page. So this Kerala page. So we'll activate this Kerala page, and then we'll just create this create new bookmark button. We'll click on this create new bookmark button, right, and we'll give it a name, Kerala, right. Then we will move on to the next one. So the next one is Mysore Palace. So we'll again highlight that particular page and then we'll click on this create new bookmark and we will give it a name, Mysore, right, and we will then move on to the next one. So this is Hampi. So we'll just click on this create new bookmark and we'll give it a name, Hampi, right. So the last page, which is temples, we'll select the particular page and then we'll click on this create new bookmark option and we'll give it a name, temples. That's it. So now we have created 4 bookmarks as well as 4 buttons. Now our task is really simple. So we'll see what is the next thing we are supposed to do. We'll come back to the buttons page. So this is the buttons page. So we will open this buttons and forms panel again, right, and then what we'll do is, see here, if you click on this first image, you will have to go to the page relevant to this image. Means this is the Kerala image, so we have to go to the Kerala page. So for that, what we have to do is simply in the buttons and forms panel, here we have this plus. You can see this plus, and what it says, add new action. So we need to add an action for this button. So just click on it, and here we have an option, go to destination. Just click on this go to destination, and then what we are supposed to do is we have to find the destination. Here we have this destination option. So from the destination options list, we have to select that relevant destination, which is Kerala, for our image. That's it. And we can also do one little thing here. Here we have an option, rollover. So when you roll your mouse over this image, the image should have some effect actually. So we can reduce the opacity whenever we roll over our mouse over this image. So for that to happen, we will open the properties panel. So from the properties panel, we can actually control the opacity. So just select this rollover option, and we will reduce the opacity to, let us say, 50. We can just type 50 here. That's it. And we will do the same thing for the remaining images. So when you click on this Mysore, first we have to go to the destination, and the destination has to be Mysore. And again for this we will give the rollover effect. by reducing the opacity. So the opacity will be 50 again, right? And we'll do the same for the remaining buttons. So again we will select, go to destination, and the destination for this image is Humpy, and we will also give it a rollover effect, right? And now we will do the same for the last and final image. Go to destination and we will select temples, and for this also we will give the rollover effect 50. That's it. So now when you click on the image, you will be redirected to the relevant page, right? So we can actually test our ebook. So we will export our ebook and check whether our ebook is working or not. So we'll just simply go to file, and we will say export, and we will export it on our export it inside our folder. And the most important thing to remember is, here we have a number of options. We have to select PDF interactive. Only if you select PDF interactive, the interactivity will work. If not, the interactivity will not work. So we'll select the PDF interactive, and then what we will do is we will just give a name to our PDF file. So we will say South India Guide, or we can say South India Tour Guide, right? And now we will save. So this dialog box pops up. You can leave all the options just like what they are in this dialog box. You don't have to change anything, and I will just simply click on export. That's it. So now we have completed our ebook. So let us see whether the interactivity is working or not. So see here. So when I roll over my mouse on these images, see, you can see the rollover effect. So now we got the rollover effect. Now we will see if we click on this particular image, are we going to be redirected to that particular page or not. So simply click on this Kerala image. So here we went to this Kerala page. Now we will once again go to this page, this second page where we have these buttons. So now I will click on this Mysore Palace image. Now we are in this Mysore Palace page. So again we will go back to this buttons page, and I will click on this Hampi image. So we are inside this Hampi page, and we'll again go back to this buttons page, and we will click on this temples. So we are redirected to this temples page. So all our buttons are working. So this is the interactive ebook tutorial. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please do subscribe, like, share, and if you have anything to say, do comment. See you again.